If you long to explore the stunning beaches of West Crete, where the sand shimmers pink at sunset, and discover others that may be a little tricky to get to, but are totally worth it. Join me as I take you to some of the most famous beaches on this wild side of the island, and a couple of the less well-known ones. We started our trip with a visit to Falasarna and became very familiar with this stretch of road, as you will too if you're exploring the west coast. There have been greenhouses here since the 1960s, growing mostly tomatoes and cucumbers as the climate is good all year round. And we certainly didn't complain about the weather during our visit and made our way to the beach here in time for sunset. We were here in mid-September and it was still in the mid-30s on most days, perfect for sea swimming. Falasarna is one of the most popular stretches of coast and is actually made up of several beaches, so you might want to look into which part suits your needs best and whether you'd prefer a sun lounger type of day with plenty of facilities nearby, or a wilder stretch like this part, where you can enjoy some quiet time in nature. Another popular beach on the west coast is Elafonisi. This special place is a protected zone, and there are signs to remind visitors of its fragile nature. The shallow lagoon here means that you can walk out to an island. We timed to visit for sunset again, and I was a little anxious that we wouldn't be able to see the famous pink sand in the fading light. But I needn't have worried. Can you see it? Made of crushed red shells, it gives the water that pink glow which is especially magical in the evening. It's so beautiful against the soft blue of the water, and I'd have loved to have seen the colours at different times of the day, as I'd seen stunning photos of it online, with the pinks and blues so vibrant together. There are plenty of facilities here, but we found it just a little bit crowded, although I'm sure it was a lot quieter in the evening than during the day. The west side of Crete is well known for its stunning beaches, and this was definitely a draw for me and my husband when we booked our trip. One we particularly looked forward to was Kedrodasas, although I did wonder what I'd got myself into as we headed down the rocky track. It's not recommended if you have mobility issues or if you like to carry a lot of stuff with you to the beach. But it did make us feel like we were seeing a part of the real Crete, the wilder side. It took us around 15 minutes to get to the beach from the car park, but there aren't any facilities here, so do take everything you need. I was quite relieved when the rocky path gave way to the softest, whitest sand. We soon found as sheltered a spot as we could for our parasol, as it was a little windy. Because this beach takes a little more effort to get to, it was a lot quieter than Falasarna and Elafonisi, and we liked it all the more because of that. There was plenty of space for everybody and a lovely relaxed atmosphere. although there is an opportunity to be super energetic, as one of Europe's long-distance footpaths, the E4, passes through here. But I was in the mood for something much calmer and had the loveliest swim in the clear, warm water. I even spotted goats up in the mountains while I was swimming, which officially makes this the best swim of my life. Another very special swimming spot was here, and I'm afraid we can't tell you the name of the place as it was on our sat-nav as Tiny Beach Pink Sand. Parking is on a quiet road, and there's a small canteen and toilets by the harbour a short walk away. You can also hire sun loungers and parasols. If you want the pink sand of Elafonisi but without the crowds, this is the place to come. Surrounded by mountains and tucked away from the main tourist trail, this place is a little Eden with very shallow, safe water full of tiny fish. We had a lovely relaxed time here, a bit of swimming, snorkeling, and a little bit of Greek-themed reading too. It can get windy here, so it's as well to find a sheltered spot. Just along the beach, we discovered a curious art installation. It provided a unique chance for Roy to make art of his own, and for me to sit and enjoy the sunset in style. We were staying in a lovely villa in the hills south of Kissamos. Set amongst olive groves and with views to the coast, this was a wonderful retreat with a pretty garden full of fruit trees and flowers and a gorgeous pool. And the rooftop was the perfect place to dry off whilst admiring the views. We were thrilled to have lots of visitors to the villa, including a very friendly praying mantis who called at our front door one morning. And a flock of bee-eaters which flew over the garden while I was swimming. And much to my delight, pink geckos who would come out most evenings to keep us company. Thank you so much for joining us on our special trip to Crete. If you'd like to see our other days out from the villa, do like and subscribe to follow along. We'd love to have your company.